I'd love to get started. So the conference meeting will be 20 minutes longer back. They all started the call, they invited back. You might have anything? Jeopardy song. You know what works? You have to start like, what is that? Policy levels, everybody hear me? It's fine. It's fine? I'm fine? Do I need to be now or? All right. All right, everyone. Welcome to the power of read. Read, you say? That's reduce. Reuse, diffuse, recycle, repurpose, repair, renew, refurbish, rethink the ways of eliminating waste. Tonight, the Garden Club of Jacksonville presents a series of experts who can help us reconsider what we're throwing away. My name is Louise Reagan. I'm the Executive Director of the Garden Club of Jacksonville. And I'd like to introduce some of our staff members who are here tonight. Let's see, we have Corinne Lightfoot, we check you in at the front. She's our marketing and membership manager. Sandy Keller is always like a blur. She's our events manager. She's there to help you at the bar today. Stu Belkey is our campus operations manager. And he is attending some of the events ambassadors today. And one of our newest event ambassadors, Kat Christie, is working the bar tonight. So please thank them for all the things you do in Garden Club of opening space. I'm happy, actually I'm thrilled to announce the Garden Club now provides recycling. It's been a really long time getting here. We're going to have it at all of our events and all of our rental events. You can recycle your aluminum cans or completely clean plastic. So plastic is hard, so but aluminum cans can always be done. And the bins provided. We are also recycling all cardboard and paper, and we'll educate our rental clients to follow these recycling rules for all future events. So please join me and be so grateful that we can finally recycle here at the Garden Club. The Garden Club of Jacksonville thanks the Jesse Paul Fund for a generous grant to create signature events like this that establish the Garden Club of Jacksonville as the place in the community to encourage environmental responsibility, forge our connection to the earth, and celebrate green spaces. I'd like to thank our partners who are here today. Hopefully you've been visiting their tables and checking them out and asking them questions. We have Apple Rabbit Compost, Eco Relics, Farmery Bakery and Bodega, Lettuce Grows, Republic Services, North Florida Green Chamber of Commerce, Rusted Vintage Market, and actually one of the folks from there, Sir Della, is presenting an investment today. So please thank all of them for being part of today's program. I want to thank all the members who joined us today. If you're a member, please raise your hand. Thank you for being a member of the Garden Club. If you're not a member of the Garden Club, it's always a good time to join. We have several cool things coming up that really gives some special perks. So if you want to find out more, please visit the check-in table where we can help you or ask any of our staff members or any of people who raise their hands. All right. Couple of things coming up that you can definitely use the membership for it. The flea market, how many people have been to the flea market before? All right, so we have a lot of people to get acquainted. You can explore fantastic finds at this gigantic yard sale, featuring enticing items from homes across Jacksonville. Housewares, artwork, furniture, books, plants, perfect for your home or for guests. Visit the boutique with women's, men's, and children's fashions straight from the closets of our members. The flea market is the ultimate place to reuse and recycle. Keep these valuable items out of the landfill while you help support the Garden Club of Jacksonville. Thank you to everyone who has donated items to the flea market tonight. You can see them lined up there along the back. And be sure, that's the flea market is on February 24th. And February 23rd is our preview party. It's not just a view, it's the buy. It's a preview buy party. So if you want the best selection, come the night before, and tickets to that are free for members, $25 for non-members. So that'll pay for the membership right there. Another great thing we have is more and more an amazing day of activities throughout the Garden Club campus. A giant plant sale that sprawls across our parking lot. A green market at Winter selling handcrafted items. And kids say nature these activities. A series of lightning talks called the Garden Club Academy and our club, food trucks, and much more. But that is April 6th. And then the night before is the Queen's Door preview party on April 12th. If you want the best selection and grants, you definitely look at that now. It is $15 for members and $30 for non-members. So it's going to be drinks, it's going to be music, it's going to be a lovely time. So I hope you enjoy it. So, all of those. All right, we have 4 presenters tonight. Jason Graves from the Public Services, James Weston from the Scribbit, Andy Murphy from the Fair Roberts, and Jody Roberts from the North Florida Green Chamber of Commerce. If you have questions tonight, we would love you to raise your hand at the end of all the presentations. We'll have a brief Q&A afterward. And we're going to start with our first presenter. Jason Graves has been involved in recycling operations to the Public Services since 2011. He was the operations manager at the recycling center in Anaheim, California. There, he successfully managed the commercial and residential recycling operations with parts of Orange and Los Angeles counties. In 2017, he came to Florida and is currently the division manager of the recycling center in Jacksonville. Please welcome Jason Graves.
Can everyone hear me okay? Wonderful. That's the right button. All right. So I run the recycling facility here in Jacksonville. So we do all of the recycling for the city of Jacksonville. We also cover the areas of St. Johns County to get material. Some from Clay, some from Nassau. We also get the beaches, and we even get material from southern part of Georgia. We bring around 300 tons per day of residential recycling. Overall, I bring around 400 tons a day because we also get some stuff from businesses like office paper and a lot of cardboard from Amazon. So that's the material that we bring in. We're going to focus on the residential side because that's what we have more control over as the residents here in Jacksonville and St. Johns County and other places. So, what are we doing wrong? Some of the common things. The number one thing is plastic bags. Plastic bags is, if I could take one thing out of our stream, it would be plastic bags. Don't want a bag to recycle. We can't have employees ripping bags open because we don't know what's inside those bags. If you're putting recyclables in plastic bags, it's going to go as trash to the landfill. People can put food waste in there. They can put medical waste in there. Right? They get hurt because of a hypodermic needle that was inside a plastic bag. Right? So you want to loose in your bin. The plastic bags is definitely one of the worst. So I have some greasy pizza boxes. There's 2 greasies, rip it apart, put the clean side in, throw the dirty side away. And we get food waste. We get diapers that people, for some reason, I don't know why, will think it's recyclable. Recycle to some people, maybe the compost guy, but not to me, all right? Not me, I don't want that, all right? Well, we get car batteries, we get car parts, I mean, and a lot of those things, they are recyclable, but they're not in the residential stream. If you take the time to find out, you can find out where these go. We have to stop the line, pull those car batteries off. On our precinct, we always say, there's a cord they can pull, it stops the line for 10 seconds. It doesn't stop the whole production. They do that, pull the car battery off, set it down, but then we have to take all the car batteries we find, the tool batteries, and we either have to box them, we have to, we're on the sort line, so we're way elevated. We have a stage where we put them in a bin, the forklift brings them down, and we have to box them up. We take care of it the right way. We call the battery place to make sure they don't go to landfill, they get done in the process the right way. But it takes away from us making sure we're doing the right things on the recycling side. Again, like medical waste, I get looked at hypodermic needles from diabetic patients, typically things like that. There are ways to dispose of those items, it's just not through residential. So, you say it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, all right? Number one, know what to throw. Throw on, sir, when in doubt, throw it out, right? Think, we're not gonna do think cycling, we're doing recycling. If you think that it's recyclable, good chance it's not. You should know if it is or isn't, okay? And again, look at the product, sometimes they have information on it, on what you can do with that item, if you want to recycle it or divert it from the land. Again, know what to do. Number 2, empty, clean, and dry. A lot of people don't know is when we separate, for example, plastics, we use optical sorters, we use air. So there's a light sensor that senses the plastic and it shoots air on it. So if there's enough water in there, or if there's a Gatorade in a bottle, it might as well be a rock. It's a safe to build. The air can't move it, and it's gonna not be able to, our system, our technology won't be able to separate it. The water, that Gatorade, that liquid, that ketchup in the bottle, you think it's contained just in that bottle, but it's going to that truck doesn't compact the drill type, but it does do that. That ketchup or liquid squeezes out, gets on that paper, that's not contaminated, right? So it's more with food waste, but you know, we're working in a big warehouse in the summer, when it gets warm, that one bale that's got a lot of flies. Yeah, we probably gotta get rid of that bale, we don't want to send that off, because it's probably food in that bale. Like the flies can help us out. So that's why we don't want that food waste in there. Now you're gonna see without labels, labels are fine, we just don't, we're just not trying to promote a brand. So you see like the labels being missing from the cans and bottles, you don't have to take those off, leave them on, that's not a problem. I already answered the question right here. What do we do with the cap? We use the lid. Either screw it on tight, because that's okay. If you get recycled with the product, or take it off and throw it away. It's too small for us to recycle. It'll end up at the glass. If it's the size and it just goes out with the small stuff, that's where it'll end up. But squeeze the cap on tight, we'll throw the cap in there. Let the bottle just be empty as it. So that's the empty, clean, dry with the bottle. Yeah. It can get put, you risk it, by screwing on tight, sure, it could pop off, and that could happen. Or you throw away and it's fine, but if you screw on tight, type of plastic is fine. The grade that we sell it as, because it comes from the recycling stream, the buyers know what they're getting, it's marketed that way, so that cap is not a problem when we sell that milk jug or the detergent bottle, a little PET bottle, it's absolutely fine.
Jason, can you
market it as.
repeat the question when you get a question? Can you repeat the question when you get one?
You just asked about the lid being a different type of plastic than what it's on. And plus the lids there's a good chance the lids will pop off, but, you know, you're actually willing to take up you're looking at your recycle bin, what do I do with this pack? Number 3, like I already talked about, is don't bag it, right, keep it loose. Plastic bags is the number one thing, I mean, again, recyclable plastic bags, they are recyclable, but unfortunately, plastic bags, here at the Power of Green, those plastic bags get reused when you walk the dog. They get reused when you're cutting vegetables sometimes, or out in the garden. The plastic bags that come to us aren't necessarily clean, because we also get mulch bags, dirt bags, other bags. So sure, plastic bags are recyclable, bring back to the grocery store. And you've been there there's usually been there to take that. But through the residential stream, we just don't have the ability to market that type of plastic. It's gonna be too dirty, and we just won't be able to do anything like that with the plastic bags. That's why I say, don't bag it, keep it loose. Go out there, dump your bin, you dump it into your bin. And it kind of tells people, if you're putting a plastic bin inside your recycle bin to keep your plastic bin clean, probably it's recycling wrong, because it shouldn't be that dirty. You should be putting the empty, clean, dry bottles in there, not food waste. So, I understand we all sometimes take little shortcuts, we're in a hurry here and there. I got 3 kids, they do their best, but, sometimes I have to go behind them to make sure. But again, it's a little bit of effort. Recycling can be done very easily, it can be done right. Last thing I have, if you get a chance, go to recyclingsimplified.com. It's a website where public services made to try and educate and promote, for recycling. 3 rules are there: know what to throw, empty, clean, and dry, keep it loose. But that website, it's got education for, different grades, like different videos, and it's got printouts, it's got brochures, games, things on there for grade level kids, all the way up to adults. It's a great site. And City of Jacksonville, if you get a chance too, there's a app you can get called Jacksonville Waste and Recycling. And on there, they have a thing called Waste Wizard, where you just click the button and you type in whatever you're wondering what to do with, and it will tell you if you can put it in your recycle bin, or to go to trash, or to bring it to e-waste. That's on their app. That app too, you put in your address, it tells you what your recycle day is, tells you when bulk is for you, it tells you when your garbage day is. So it's a great app. I worked with them to help develop some of the items that, do you recycle this, or what do we do with that? They reached out for some advice on that. But it's a wonderful app to check out. Jacksonville Waste and Recycling. That's just a free app. Yes. So, well, smart people here. If it's, as long as there's not really solid liquid in it, sure. If it's got the residue of water on the edges, you're fine. Yeah, the message that we have to send to people has to be pretty much, cut and dry. We can't say if it's mostly wet or if it's mostly dry. Because everyone's gonna have to, like, a little bit of water is okay, well, this much or this much. Everyone's got different definitions. So that's what we say, no food waste. We say no liquid. There are tolerances in there. We have enough clean stuff that can usually, that hides typically the bad stuff we get, but it's gotta, we have to promote empty, clean, and dry, because that guarantees that bottle, most of 99% chance go the right way. Yes.
We should have started in the past not to include lids, particularly lids that are on glass and fingers that are metal. Are you saying that we should put the lids on and they'll be recycled?
On glass, no, I would say glass, throw those away. So lids on glass. What you do with the lids on glass bottle? If it's metal, we have a magnet where our glass is, and it mainly tries to get like the lids from like soup cans, because a lot of times they're small, go that way, and we try to get batteries, and we try to get metal lids before the glass goes out. And a lot of those lids our magnet will get, but if it breaks and there's enough glass in there, that magnet might not be able to pull that down, and then you got the metal with the glass. So I would say in a glass bottle, throw the lids away.
Why not put the lids in the recycled bottle on the glass?
Because if it's small enough, it'll just go with glass. One thing we say is larger than a credit card, because we size things, so we have screens that have the size material. So one rule of thumb we have is larger than a credit card for it to sort of be able to follow the path that it should when it's getting recycled. Again, the glass trommel, small things in our glass, it's very expensive to recycle. We'll get utensils, pens, markers, things like that, corn cobs will go out with the glass because it's how it's sized. That's why larger than a credit card is a good rule to have.
Could you explain the
Yeah.
how to separate it and the recycled and the
Sure. Joe comes in, dumps on our tip floor, we load it into a bin. That bin levels the material, so that material kind of goes, you don't want it going in clumps to the sorters. So it goes up the conveyor to our pre-sort. Pre-sort, they're gonna pull out bulky items, they're gonna pull out bulky trash, we'll get pillows, sheets, things like that, if someone's doing their recycling, or pulling that stuff out. Then we're gonna get bulky plastics that are just kind of too big for the chutes further down, but that's gonna get recycled. That's our bulky plastics, we can recycle it. So like if there's a cooler, we'll get that, or a large bucket, we're gonna grab that, we'll get that recycled. And we're gonna pull out metal, because metal going down the system shouldn't be in your residential stream, but we're talking like rebar or metal from the sink or something like that. We're gonna pull that stuff off, because that could just slice through a belt and ruin our $5,000 to $10,000 belt that we got, down the line. So we're gonna pull the metal off. Then there's a screen, a large screen that pulls out the cardboard. Cardboard comes over the top, cardboard's out. Below that, glass gets broken by the smaller discs, glass goes out. Container and paper moves forward. It's a set of screens. Paper containers get screens, it's a ballistic screens that move, so like there be paddles that move. Paper gets lifted up and over, it's two-dimensional, up, over. Paper's not separated. People will make sure that it's clean. Containers bounce down, go to the container line. Magnet pulls out your soup cans and other cans that are gonna be magnetic. Magnet pulls that out. Then it hits the opposite sorters, separates your number ones is the first thing, so your PET bottles, your water bottles, soda bottles, things like that get separated. Another opposite sorter, put your number twos. That's your milk jugs and detergent bottle. That gets separated, and someone will be there to make sure they separate milk jugs and detergent. There's a big difference in value between milk jugs and the colored bottle. And then any other hard plastic will get separated on another optical sorter. So we call that our 3 through 7, but anything that's a hard plastic will divert, that gets able to get recycled. Any paper that might have made it to that, bounce around way and get it there, that's going to get cleaned up and get reintroduced into a paper bunker, to recycled paper. And then the last thing is the eddy current, which is like a reverse magnet. This is the kids' favorite thing when we do field trips to school. Because it's like two magnets that you put together, they want to fight each other. Aluminum hits this roller, it's got an electric charge, aluminum bounces off it bounces off over a divider, so trash goes down, aluminum bounces off. You get the side. Simple as that, it's that easy, it's that easy.
Is there a size limit, paper or cardboard or things or you also what about plastic tape and boxes?
No, tape on boxes, labels on boxes, that's fine, we market it as stuff that's normal residential stream, you don't have to worry about that. Because when you get a toy, it's got the hard plastic with the cardboard backing, that the kids a gift, you gotta separate that plastic from the cardboard, that we can't have, so like tape on a box, labels on a box, that's not a problem. And the same measurements for paper too, like what size does paper have to be? Larger than a credit card, we can't recycle shredded paper, we can't grab recycled paper, we don't sort paper, the machine sorts it for us. Shredded paper, we don't have. Say maybe try to put in a flat paper bag, put it in a paper bag, and there's a chance to get it that way, but you risk it with shredded paper, it's just not the great thing to do.
It is helpful to, I feel that we need to, so it's helpful to put that into this brown paper bag and put it in this throwing it in this either maybe that it helps us.
Now, if you have a paper bag, that's fine, but then, because you put your paper bag in your bin, it's just gonna all fall out anyway, it's gonna get a little, it goes over the screen, it's loose, that's fine. The loose inside your bin is better. Paper bag, that's not a problem, but again, loose is the way we want it. It's all gotta get separated and it's gotta go on its own path when it gets to the recycle center, yes.
I just thought of the tops of the soup cans.
No, they don't, we don't try to sort those.
So it's.
We don't try to sort those are just gonna go, there's a magnet, there's magnets, there are two magnets. One by the glass and one before material gets to the optical sorters and then that's it. Yes,
But at this point, to clarify, something, does the budget handle all of the recycling for the different collection companies in that area?
yes, our contract's with the city, and then the haulers have the contract with the city to haul. Those haulers bring it to us, so you either got Meridian, you got C&J, or you got Wasteland. Those three haulers have the 4 zones, and they bring it to us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What percentage of the income in the county makes it, back out to be resold?
What do you think?
60%.
Well, what percentage of, right, what percentage of what we bring in basically is diverted from the land? And it gets, is able to go to, get repurchased or recycled to someone. It's about 72%. I'd say it's pretty good, it's pretty, yeah, it's, you know, for Jacksonville, a very large city. But it can be a lot later. This is, where I think everyone can help with this is, we need to educate more, we need to get the word out there more. This website part of it, we do tours, we do field trips for anyone that wants to come check it out, word of mouth, that's why we do these elementary school tours, and I tell them, hey, you better get on your parents and make sure they do it right now. Believe, hey, we actually do recycle, the garbage truck and the recycle truck look the same. But that recycle truck that's picking up your recycling is picking up recycling and coming to my site. It's getting tracked, it's getting measured, and every single ton that comes into that facility and every single ton that leaves. We measure it, we report with the city track. So recycling is getting done here in St. Jacksonville, St. Johns County, everywhere. Yes. We cannot do that. We have commitments with the city. We have commitments with ourselves to run a business. And we do that by diverting. Yeah. Yeah, we do that. Again, I appreciate you guys. Recycling is important. You know, we really want to push education. I wish we could do more advertisements, get the word out, some more little do's and don'ts out there, or just, you know, some commercials or billboards would go a long way. That's something we want to try to work for, to educate and communicate, that recycling really happens. And we can all kind of, maybe, you know, go to the city, let them know, hey, help us. We want to know more about it, and we do some more, but there's tools out there like the website and like, you know, the app that they have as well. So I know the city wants to do recycling, and I know that I work directly with them, and look forward to doing this for a long time. So, all right. Thank you.
So obviously, no interest in recycling whatsoever. No, I mean, I'm so glad to have that any questions, and, I mean, just, you know, I drive through my neighborhood every single recycling day, and the plastic bags for recycling, and I really, if I have the time, I would quit my job and go and fix that at every single house. They're not going to do it at 5 a.m. when I do my walk. Hey, look at those that are not recycling. So please use recyclingsimplified.com. Use the app that we spoke about. Educate your neighbors, your friends, your work colleagues, everybody you can, because it's one of the most important things that we can do. Unfortunately, somewhere back, 30, 40 years ago, I'll just say this, corporations that make all the, things that we have to recycle, they put all that responsibility on consumers. And I would really love to see a way of, consciousness and they take responsibility for it too. So, that's a nice job as a department, put some of that on. Anyway, thank you so much.